Happy Devils Tuesday. I'm here live at Times Square. This is the Woo Report, talking Devils hockey pop-up podcast here at Times Square. We're at the crossroad of the season. Devils lose 3-2 to the Minnesota Wild. Tough game today. Very interesting. Some of the goal that was allowed, Matt and Chico were talking about it back and forth, what was going on. I am your host, Sam Wu, here at Times Square at the crossroads of the world. Figured this is the crossroads of the season. Devils lose again. Inconsistency. And it's been an ongoing problem. Here joining me right now on the Bobby's Auto Care hotline, Kevin Clark, the Devils PA announcer. Kevin, what were your thoughts as you're sitting at the Devils bench? They were coming back, but you know what? The dagger came from Parisi and Suter. Figures.
Yeah, the gift that keeps on giving, right? It was the effort was there, and the shots were there. I thought they had a bunch of not a bunch, but a few opportunities where they didn't hit the net. And, that comes down to just accuracy or whatever you want to say. But they definitely had some good opportunities. I think they got to the front of the net, just couldn't cash in, and that was the difference. I mean, Minnesota had quite a few less chances than the Devils, and when they had the opportunity, they cashed in, and they came away with the win, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's really funny, Kevin. As I was setting up for the podcast here in Times Square, the Let's Go Devils podcast, Woo Report. Mickey Mouse actually walked by, 3 of them, and Minnie Mouse, and I asked them to join the podcast, but they were done for the night, and it kind of stunk. But maybe I shouldn't make that joke, especially where I'm at right now in enemy territory. But I thought I let you know about that. So where do we go from here, Kevin? I mean, this is a big week. They play the Minnesota Wild. They've been known.
Kevin, where do we go?
Yeah, where do we go, right? Yeah. Where do we go from here? The Minnesota Wild they're known for blowing leads this season. They go into Montreal on American Thanksgiving, and then you have the New York Rangers coming up. It's really the crossroads, and it's only November. Where do the Devils go from here? And now that Fitzgerald's upstairs, what do we do?
Well, I'll tell you what, I think the effort is there. So that's one of the things with this team. They never have a night where it seems like they're not making the effort. And we've seen teams in the past that you could just tell look like they had some passengers. And I don't think we've seen that with this team. So I don't have I wish I had the answer for you, but I don't. I think you got to just keep doing what you're doing. They got to keep playing hard, getting shots on the net, and some of those are going to go in and steal some games. And I think and I may regret saying this, but I think it's a good thing maybe that that team from across the river is coming into town, because it seems to amp up the Devils game when they play. So maybe that will trigger something. Let's hope that happens. And then after one of the unfortunate things is what happened in Montreal tonight. They're going to be looking to take that out on somebody. Montreal lost 8-1 at home to Boston tonight, so they may be looking to take that out on the team they're playing on Thanksgiving. Our team. So I just think the Devils have to keep making the effort, which they are, and get some breaks, and hopefully the hockey gods will start smiling on our side here pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm hoping so, and I'm hoping for a St. Louis scenario. But honestly, I don't want to be a negative Devils fan, but I'm realistic. There's some work that needs to be done. Tom Fitzgerald leaves the bench, and I wasn't sure what to make of it. I was talking to Nick Villano on the Woo Report yesterday while I was at Chickies and Pete's, and we were talking about it, and it was just like, maybe something big's going to happen. Maybe he already made the assessment. Maybe they go back to the drawing board. Or could it be just really nothing, that he has to go back to his duties? He already had that interim period for about 8 to 10 games, but
Right.
it's something like that. So, but yeah, so but hey, how was the crowd tonight? How were the fans in the stands?
I thought we had a good crowd. I mean, considering it was Minnesota on a Tuesday, I thought the crowd was very supportive. The Devils were in the game the whole time, obviously, and that's going to help. But there were a couple of moments where they weren't happy, but for the most part, they were supportive, and I was really happy with the numbers that came out tonight. So,
Yeah.
I think the fans are frustrated. We're all frustrated, but they see that there is an effort, and as long as you keep getting the effort, it's hard to get mad. I mean, I think if somebody had the answer, or any of the fans had the answer to right the ship, they'd be behind the bench or in the front office or something. So I don't, obviously it's not something that can easily be fixed, but it's definitely not too late to have things turn around.
Oh, absolutely. And look at the positives here. Boquist scored, and Palmieri. Palmieri can be a little streaky, but he needs to get going and score more goals and put the puck in the net. But it really stinks from a Devils standpoint, Devils fan standpoint. The summer of 2012, on July 4th, when Zach Parise made his decision to go back home. Obviously, it was a family decision, and it was a hard decision. And I can't imagine being an NHL player and having to make those hard decisions. I don't think it was really about the money. I think it was about more of going home. But we didn't really think about, like, that was like the beginning of the end, and then the rebuild, and now we're here. So on we go to Montreal and the Rangers Saturday. Kevin, I'm sorry I have to make this short, but I'm on time constraints in this section of Times Square right now. But you have a good Thanksgiving, and I'm just going to rant a little bit and then head out. All right?
All right. Yeah, thank you, Sam, very much. And thanks for having me. And I want to say happy Thanksgiving to you and all Devils fans out there. And, keep your chins up and have a happy holiday.
Yep. Don't hang up just yet, Kevin. I just screwed up my board, and I'm trying to lower the volume. Otherwise, I'm going to, I'm actually, here we go. I got the board back. It's hard to get internet here, but we did it. But happy Thanksgiving, and thank you for coming on to the Woo Report.
You got it. Thank you, Sam.
Thank you. That is Kevin Clark of the New Jersey Devils. He's the PA announcer. We all love Kevin. We all love what he represents. He's a positive fan. I like positivity. That's what Beer Baron always says. Think positive, positivity, and all that. So, all right. So everybody wants me to rant. Facebook Live, Twitter, Periscope, YouTube Live. There's no shame here. I'm a proud Devils fan. I'm wearing the Devils hat in New York. I'm wearing my Let's Go Devils podcast sweatshirt. The graphic is blocking it, but I swear I am. But, we're going to do a lot more of these pop-up podcasts in the future. We're just trying to get in the groove with some of the new equipment. But Saturday. Who's going to Devils Rangers Saturday? 1 p.m. start at the Prudential Center. Well, we will be at PJ Ryan's for a pregame podcast. We're looking to get a special guest there. And also December 7th, Tavern on the Rocks in beautiful Rockaway, New Jersey, in the heart of downtown Rockaway, New Jersey on 9 Wall Street. We'll be at Tavern on the Rocks with Grant Marshall, Colin White, and we're going to have fun, prizes, surprises, and all that kind of stuff. And, that's what we're going to be doing. And here we go. So I just want to give you guys a big woo. This is the Woo Report here. And thank you for joining this pop-up podcast. Sorry, I got time constraints. I only paid to 10 p.m. parking. And in New York City, it's a $154 fine that goes to the city. And I don't want anything to go to the city. That's New Jersey Devils money, season tickets, of course. But also, if I do get a parking ticket, I hope it goes towards Amtrak going right straight through Madison Square Garden. That's what I think. But you know what? I like to rant right now, but I got to go. But thank you for all tuning in because, look, before I go, Tom Fitzgerald, get back on the bench. All right. They're 0-1. They're 0-1. All right. We don't need to be 0-10 before you need to get back on the bench. Okay? Something needs to happen. It's not working out right now. And till next time, Devils fans, let's go Devils.